Let's see if I can still do this. Come on, guys. Elvis wins #1 at the box office. Welcome to Mirror Domain's Movie News, your place for entertainment headlines. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about a bunch of topics here. And then we got a little bit of an announcement there at the end where I'll talk about what's going to happen with the channel, a little bit going on here. Nothing major, nothing too major. Significant, though. So let's just get into today's stories by talking about Elvis winning the box office. Let's take a look. So the numbers came out Sunday. So, and by those accounts, on Sunday, the early numbers are always sometimes can be changed. And this is the case where, yes, Top Gun Maverick was #1 at the box office for like a day and a half until we got Elvis here, guys. So let's talk about the box office numbers, because I guess Elvis beat Top Gun Maverick by 1 million was the difference. 1 million. So well, that's good, because Elvis just opened up. So let's pull up the box office numbers here for June 24th to 26th. #1 officially was Elvis, 31.2 million. Top Gun Maverick was 29.6. So originally Elvis was under that. And then Jurassic World Dominion is #3 with 26.7. The Black Phone with 23.6. Very, very interesting. And then Lightyear, which I'm going to see later on today, 18.1. I'm seeing it in just about an hour here, guys. So that's why I did the show a little bit early today. And let's take a look at these. Well, let's take a look at the Top Gun numbers, because that cracked $1 billion. So that's good for it. I thought it lost a little bit of steam there when it was just around 880 million. Like, I thought maybe it would crawl to $1 billion, but look at it. Look at what's opening up this week. Really, nothing big is going to open up this week. So Elvis, I think will still be #1. But in the States, sorry guys, it's really hot here, so I gotta turn this fan on me, otherwise I'm gonna be sweating buckets. Okay, so yeah, nothing huge opens up this week, so I think Top Gun Maverick will still be up there, and I think it'll have a chance to make 1.2 billion maybe. I think it will, because it's just the positive word of mouth. Now, Elvis is something I haven't seen yet, but I'll see it this week for sure. For sure, I'll see it this week. Because I saw Black Phone, and now I'm going to see Lightyear, so it was a little bit of a priority. Just kind of like one had to lose out. So anyway, I'll have enough points I can go see Elvis this week, so I'll see that. And I'm still excited for it. Yeah. So 51, let's see what the domestic numbers were. 31.2, internationally was 20, and worldwide was 51.2. So worldwide 51.2. Now I think the budget for it was around 200 million though. Oddly enough. Yeah. Let's take a look if I can see if I can pull up Elvis's box office budget. Elvis budget. That's not what I want. Okay, no, it wasn't even that much. Okay, so it was, whoops, 85 billion. So I can still do this. Hey guys, take a few days off and you have to shake off the rust. 85 million. So taking a look at that box office numbers, it's going to easily make its money back for sure. Yeah, I wanted to see what the audience scores were too. Because we're going to talk about the other release, Black Phone, here in a little bit. 94 by the audience, so that's much higher than the critics. I think the critics were a little bit hard on it, but I'm still looking forward to it. 94%. That's not supposed to happen. Lightyear was good, but the reason why it bombed at the box office because it attracted more adults than kids. Did Lightyear bomb? I don't think Lightyear bombed. I'm pretty sure it did okay. 153.3, yeah, so for sure, Lightyear, it didn't bomb. See what Lightyear budget, 200 million. Ooh, oh, so why the heck was Lightyear 200 million and Elvis was 85? That does that compute to anybody here? 200 million for Lightyear? It's an animated movie. What the heck are you talking about? So it's going to barely crawl past. It'll make the 200 million back, but then you got to think of advertising costs and the studio's take. So it'll barely make. Yeah. Oof. 200 million for Lightyear? Why? Why? I don't understand it. 5.3 on the IMDb. Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. Let's take a look at the Rotten Tomatoes. See what the fans thought about it. So last I looked at this was 7 days ago. 85% by the audience. So the audience liked it more than the critics. Seems to be the motif with this slate of movies. But I'm seeing this in about an hour, guys, so I'll let you know my thoughts when I get out of the theater. Okay, well, am I? All right. Anyway, let's take a look at the Jurassic World Dominion numbers. I just want to make sure this will make $1 billion, unless, as I said, if it crashes here and burns. But it's got this next weekend. It's a long weekend in the United States, so they'll be able to make sure that it'll get towards a billion. So Black Phone, 23.6 domestically and 12.9 internationally. Worldwide for 36.6. I don't know if I got waterlogged in the shower this morning, but my ear is ringing for some reason. Aha. I don't get it. It's been weird. It's been weird, guys. Well, those are the box office numbers. So Elvis wins #1. Barbie Set Photos. Let's talk about that. It's not going to be a huge long show today, guys, because as I said, I'm heading out to the movies, and I originally wasn't even going to do it today, but there were some cool things I wanted to take a look at, and the Barbie movie is one that I am still curious to see. So they got some set photos here of them rollerblading on the beach. So let's take a look at these ones a little bit bigger here. Margot Robbie and Gosling. Now everybody else looks like they're in normal gear, unless these people are not. Well, they've got blades on too, so I don't know if they're like, they look like they're in their Barbie gear, but the people around them look like normal, so maybe they won't be in the shot. I don't know how that's going to work. But I'm thinking that the Barbie movie, it might be like they're living from a different time. They're like a fish out of water story kind of thing, right? At least that's the kind of the impression I get from these photos. Now there's a couple of batches here that we can take a look at. Yeah, the people in the background, they're not dressed like the 80s style. So I'm sure that's going to be like one of the inside jokes that they'll play with it. But Margot Robbie looks good there. Oh, he's got a fanny pack on. I remember those. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, as cool as those are, there's also a set video. Now, I don't know if I can play this or not. It's only like 8 seconds. It's her skating up, and it's her voice. She just says hello to a friend or something. It's really almost unintelligible. It's one of those things where you just kind of have to put on your headphones, turn up the sound, and pray for the best. Yes, Pomo, I will be watching the Marilyn Monroe movie on Netflix. I don't know if we'll be able to do a live watch along with it, though, because it is NC-17. Although we did watch X, so I don't know. I can't handle the slap on the wrists.
Ready for fun?
Yeah. So she said, ready for fun? Okay, so yeah, but look at everybody else. They're dressed fairly normal in this shot. And then she's like the only one in the Barbie get-up. So, yeah, those are just some of the set photos. Oh, so, okay, so she's wearing a different outfit there than she was here. So there must be more than one beach skating scene or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be looking for that. Arglass says, wow, to all accounts, Sonic was a better bet than Buzz. I never saw Sonic 2 yet either. Yeah, it's just been weird. Well, what do you guys think about that? Let's take a moment here and pause. We're still going to be doing full live watch-alongs on the channel, guys. We'll talk about what I'm going to do here at the end. I just put up the announcements for Stranger Things episode 8 and 9 this Friday. We're going to watch it. We're going to watch episode 8 in the morning, and then at 1 p.m. we'll do the finale, because it's going to be 2.5 hours. That one's going to be a long watch. And I'm still debating if I'm going to break it up into 2 parts so I can show you guys more of it. Yeah, I might break up episode 9 into 2 parts, but we'll film it back to back so that it won't seem like you have to wait an hour for the next part. I'll just post maybe a 2 or 3 minute break in between. But it's up on the channel now. This Friday, guys, we are going to be watching Stranger Things Season 4, Episodes 8 and 9. And I can't wait for it. There will be no movie news on that day anyway. So, yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about that when we get towards here the end. What's next? Hocus Pocus 2 trailer. Okay, guys, well, we all knew that they were making another Hocus Pocus 2. And the trailer reveals the Sanderson sisters are resurrected. And they're all coming back. So, this is up on the Disney site. Well, I'm sure that all the trailer sites out there will have it now. And I don't care if this gets copyright claimed or whatever. But we'll take a look at the trailer. It's more of a teaser. It doesn't really show that much, actually. It's more kind of like a build-up of anticipation.
Hey, happy birthday. Thanks. So what are you guys doing tonight?
Birthday ritual, scary movie marathon, same as every year.
You know, legend has it, it's on the 16th birthday that a witch gets her powers.
Another year begins anew.
So it's a little bit like The Craft there. And you know what? I just recently rewatched The Craft Legacy. It was much better than I remembered it. Much better. And I'm getting that vibe, the Craft vibe.
Maiden, Mother, and Crone too. We call on thee with one request. Help our intentions manifest.
Ooh, Black Flame. It's Halloween season. So that's pretty much it. And it's going to be a streaming movie, guys.
It's the Sanderson sisters. I bet you're looking for the stage. Always.
On Disney Plus, guys. So yeah, as you can see from that, it's very much a teaser. Because you don't really see them until the end there. And they all...
I bet you're looking for the
They do look a little bit older, but I mean, it's remarkable that they... Still, it looks like the way that they should, right? And that's cool.
Always.
Looks like Bette Midler's having fun with this role. And then they also had the official poster out that we can pull up right there, which is our back. So it's more of a teaser poster because you can't see their face. Teaser poster. Yeah. Okay. Why are you doing that? OBS is acting weird. Girls Trip 2. Let's keep on moving through the stories, guys. Girls Trip 2 update shared by movie's producer Will Packer. Will Packer. Now, were you excited for this movie? Did you even like the first Girls Trip? So let's just go through this rather quickly, because it was just a bunch of schlocky fun. It was just, yeah, that's all it was, guys. So you can't do Girls Trip 2 if you're not going to top yourself. I can't tell you where we're going to go yet, but we are in New Orleans the first time, and we're not going back to New Orleans. But we were in New Orleans the first time, and we're not going back to New Orleans. So I'm guessing maybe Vegas, perhaps. We're going somewhere bigger and better. Yeah, that's Vegas written all over it. When we announce it, you'll remember what I said. I said that to you. Okay. Well, they're shooting it now, right? So 2017 was that? Oh man, these years are just flying past. Unbelievable. And that's all the quote is. So it's on its way. Packer recently filmed the new movie Beast. Oh, I saw a trailer for Beast. That trailer was on Black Phone, and that looked good on the big screen. Girls Trip. Yeah. All right. Let's not dwell on it. Let's go through some of these stories rather quickly. Spider-Man spin-off movie. Madame Web has some more casting. Emma Roberts joins the cast. So we just talked about Emma Roberts, actually, just last week when she was talking about Scream 6. She wanted to come back for Scream, and I don't know how that's going to work. And I don't know how Madame Web's going to work as a bad guy movie either. But Dakota Johnson is going to be in it. And people are just speculating who's she going to play. Maybe a Spider-Gwen. I don't know how that's going to work. Yeah. Could be live-action Spider-Gwen. Of course, it's probably not. They don't have the rights for that. But Craven comes out January 13th next year. And then Madame Web comes out July 7th next year. And El Muerto, which I don't think is happening. I thought that got axed. Isn't he? I don't know what the heck they're doing over there, guys. I really don't. But new spin-off. Emma Roberts, good to see her getting some work again. I thought she was good, even in the small movies where she just had like a small role, like The Hunt. I felt like she was good in that too. So Hunger Games has some more casting. Hunger Games prequel casts Jason Schwartzman. And we just talked about him, talking about Spider-Man. He's going to be the main villain in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Next year is when that comes out, right? And so he's going to be playing the host. He's the ancestor of Caesar Flickerman, who was played by Stanley Tucci. So they kind of, that's like a hammy role. I noticed that Hunger Games is all on Netflix right now. Maybe I should rewatch it. But Jason Schwartzman is a good actor, so I think he'll be able to play and tap into that kind of hamminess, the over-the-top presentation, right? That's what I'm thinking. That's all you need to know about that story, because that's still coming out next year, right, guys? And they're just shooting it right now. Schwartzman. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. It's about the prequel. It's about the young President Snow, right? Played by Donald Sutherland in the original, but it's the younger guy, Tom Blythe, is playing him for the 10th annual Hunger Games. Rachel Zegler is Lucy Gray Bird. Rachel Zegler is going to have a big year, guys. She's going to be in Shazam 2, I believe, and then she's going to be in Snow White, and then she's going to be in this. That's a lot of projects. A lot of projects. All right. What's next? Ethan Hawke's villains. Oh no, I messed that up. I messed up my order. Emilia Clarke calls her pan-Broadway debut a catastrophic failure. Oh, bummer. I like Emilia Clarke, and I like the stage. So I guess she's going to be going back to star on the stage in The Seagull. But upon reading this, you know her from Game of Thrones, guys. She was our Khaleesi before she turned evil. Yeah, say what you will about the 8th season there. I knew that they had to make that turn, but it was just kind of like... So apparently her first stage performance didn't go all that well. What was it here for? Breakfast at Tiffany's. And I guess she did it too young. She was just getting notoriety from Game of Thrones, so they cast her in it. And the stage is hard. Oh, it's so much harder because you got to hit your marks. It's not like acting for camera where you can like read the sides or read the lines right before you have to deliver them. You got to remember it. You got to get into that zone. And it's weird. It's a funky experience. Because you're maintaining that zone throughout it. So you are sort of like method acting throughout the entire 2-hour runtime, perhaps, of the play. And it's a weird mind frame. And the few things that I did on stage, I was also the crew, you know. So I was the stage crew. So not only did I have to go out there and do some lines at some points, I also had to go back and work on the fly system, right? So it was weird, for me at least. At least I didn't have a big role, so it was kind of like, you know, every now and then I would just poke my head out and say my lines and then go back in. But for people that do it like on big productions, like the critics I hear are also very tough, and they were tough on her. Our Glass Viking says, love Emilia Clarke, but she seems to have picked her fair share of poorly received projects. For sure. I liked her. I liked her casting as Sarah Connor, but they just really messed up with the other castings. That did, like, what was that? Terminator Genesis, right? Yeah. Like, she was a good casting for a younger Sarah Connor. It just, the script, it had script problems. And then she's been in a bunch of rom-coms that have been kind of like, meh. Yeah. But hopefully things work out for her. I think they will. All right, let's talk about Ethan Hawke. And this article that's up on Screen Rant. They talk about comparing him to Michael Myers. Now, this is spoiler alert, guys. So if you haven't seen Black Phone yet, we're going to be talking about spoilers. Now, I liked Black Phone. But I guess maybe it was a little bit overhyped for me. People were saying this was the best horror movie of the year. And it's not for me. It's not one of the best horror movies of the year. For me, I still think that might have to go to X. Yeah. Even though X does have a little bit of a pacing problem towards the middle of it. The execution was fine for Black Phone. It's just, I thought it was going to be a little bit more. And let's talk about what this article does, because it compares Michael Myers to the guy in Black Phone. And what this article basically tries to say is that Michael Myers is this big, unstoppable, shape, right? You can't stop him no matter what. But the guy in Black Phone is not like that. If you hit him on the head, he's going to get hurt. And that's what happens in the movie. It's a no-brainer that the kid gets out at the end. They called him the Grabber. That's right. And if you've seen the trailers, then you know ghosts of the kids that he's killed before call him on the black phone and give him clues and hints to get out of the cellar or the basement where he's got him trapped. And some things are a little bit far-fetched. Why the reviews are so positive? Why are the reviews so positive? Let's take a look. Of course you don't have it there. Let's take a look at some of the reviews for this. Since I haven't done it yet, 84%, 90% by the audience. Why does that double click there? It's done it for all the movies I've done today. Maybe I need, so it's, yeah, 90% by the audience, 84% by the critics. Let's take a look at some of the snapshot reviews. Director Scott Derrickson returns to his horror drama roots with The Black Phone, a solid, spooky period chiller. Yeah, and it was a period piece. I'll tell you this, though. The two kids in it, who played Gwen and Finney, they're like brother and sister. They did fantastic because they have to do some of the heavy lifting in it. And Gwen especially, there's a scene in it with the father. I just hated watching that scene because it was what do you call that? Child abuse. Tough to watch, and they kind of Derrickson does lean into that, and it does feel real. It feels legitimate. It's kind of a story that gets shoved to the background towards the end, though. You think the father is an alcoholic because of something that maybe happened with the mother, but they kind of push that to the back, and maybe I just missed it when I saw it. It's something I'm going to watch again. And one of my big criticisms would be that you would think that Ethan Hawke was going to do like a masterful performance, but because he's got that mask on most of the time, it's really not. Him sitting in the chair with his shirt off, yes, that was kind of creepy. But like this article tries to compare him to Michael Myers, saying, well, because they try to make a franchise out of Halloween, right? So they got to keep on bringing Michael back, and that's why he's unbeatable. But spoiler alert: the guy in The Grabber definitely gets killed in this movie. So there won't be a sequel unless somebody else copycats him, perhaps. But it's kind of an interesting read there, comparing the two. I don't see how you can make that comparison, though. And try to make sense out of all of it. Black Phone is still a movie. I think if you're a horror fan, go out and see it for sure. You want to see it. But yeah, I think without going into other huge spoilers, no? Yeah. It's definitely worth seeing, for sure. I just felt like maybe the bad guy, the villain, yeah, they didn't really explain too much about as to why he's doing what he's doing either. He just does it. And I think maybe that was the plan, but yeah. All right, what do we got? Let's go take a look at the Twitterverse and see if I forgot anything, and then we'll talk about the summer and the fan and all this stuff. Twitter. CAA. Dakota Johnson narrates a story from a get-together. People were talking about the metaverse. I don't know what that is. But she's going to be Madame Web. She was in 50 Shades of Grey. I signed up to do a very different version of the film we ended up making. Had a lot of... the author had a lot of creative control all day, every day, so she demanded that certain things happen. It was always a battle, always. I never watched the 50 Shades movie, so... But I could believe that she had a tough time making that. Wow, showing a lot of Dakota Johnson. Madame Web begins filming next month. I feel like I can probably do some Tom Cruise stuff. Tom Cruise stuff. Like what, make $1 billion? I don't know if he can do that. It'll be interesting to see what you think of Joe Keery's new horror film Spree. I don't know what that is, but we'll take a look in a moment. Oh, she's on Vanity Fair, that's why. Ethan Hawke. Pedro Pascal. 30-minute Western Strange Way of Life. Florence Pugh has landed in Budapest to enter pre-production for Dune Part 2. Good. Zendaya for Vogue. Jeez. Hopefully these aren't too racy. Yep. Oh, Zendaya. Okay, so they're talking more about that cowboy movie there. The Princess. Only Murders in the Building. I so badly want to see this, but it's on Hulu. I don't have it because I like the cast. Martin Short. Don't see enough of him. Selena Gomez playing off these two. Steve Martin. I think I hear good things and I want to see it so badly. Oh, more Barbie pictures. Daisy Edgar Jones, Hunger Magazine. Guys with their shirts off. All right, I think that's Succession Season 4 has begun filming. What's this? Scoop McNairy joins Amy Adams in Marielle Heller's Night Bitch. The film might tell a suburban mom who becomes increasingly aware of the bizarre and undeniable signs that she might be turning into a dog. Oh, God. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to play out. Wasn't there like a movie that was supposed to come out like that where this guy thought he was like a wolf or something and he gets put in a mental asylum and they all believe like they're animals in there or something? What's this? The CW will be absent from this year's San Diego Comic-Con. Possible sale. That wouldn't surprise me. That would be under Zatzlav's control. All right. Lee Pace. What is that? So he's got a tie and a jacket on, but he's got like cut off shorts on. Will Poulter. Oh, I just rewatched Midsommar. Ali Asher's Midsommar. Because I didn't like it the first time through. And I like the cast. And I still didn't like it through the second time through. I think maybe because Hereditary was so, it's something that's aged like a fine wine. Hereditary is getting better as the years go on, but Midsommar for me has just been kind of like, ugh, it's too long. And we know horrifying stuff was going to happen in it, but yeah, it just took too long to get there, and his character just kind of disappears like that, and it's kind of a bummer. I know that'll be like an unpopular horror opinion, because a lot of people like Ari Aster, so by default they'll like Midsommar. Okay, Elvis starring Elvis Butler debuts at #1. Yes. So we got that. we got that at the start of the show. So let's take a look at what this Spree is. Spree, horror movie. Okay, so it's 2020. Came out in 2020. It's Joey. So that's the guy from Stranger Things, right? Is that Steve? Frankie Grande. I like how he shows up in her music videos every now and then, eh? It's kind of weird. Not in that way, guys. I just... yeah, I better not comment more on that. I said I liked it, but that he shows up in her music videos. 2020, IMDb. Let's take a look at this. So there is a trailer. Maybe we'll have to... Looks like it's a handheld thing. Huh. David Arquette. Misha Barton. Haven't seen her in a while. You know what? It's kind of sad what happened to her. Because she had, what, the OC? And then for some reason she got caught up with a whole bunch of guys and an entourage from a very bad place right now. That's country that's named with an R, ends with an A, I think. And they kind of like were gonna groom her to be like this big star, and then but she got caught up in all of it, and she kind of disappeared. It's a bummer because she had the look and she had the talent. Let's take a look at what she's been doing. So she has been in stuff, but not anything huge. Some TV movies. This is probably all stuff that you would see like on Tubi. Not that I got anything against Tubi. Yeah. Okay, so that's Spree. Huh. I'll have to keep my eye out for it. All right, guys, it's 12:22, and I got to get ready to go to the movie. So let's talk about a little bit about the channel direction. I hope that the fan noise isn't too loud for you guys. If anything, like I'll have to put on the noise gate a lot more, which means I'll have to talk like this, really close to it. Sorry if I just blew out your ears. And then because it's gonna be full blown summer here, which means it's gonna be like plus 30 every day for like a month and a half. And let's face it, I know that there is an audience for movie news stuff, and I don't know how I'm going to do it now, because it does take up a lot of time for my day. 3 to 4 hours to get the show ready, and then about 3 hours to get the show ready, and then 1 to do it, and it's just not paying off. You would hope to see gradual numbers of like it growing, like one day it gets 17 views, and then slowly we would see those numbers start to grow up, but we haven't seen the numbers slowly start to go up. And it's kind of a bummer, because I know it's a little bit of a unique show where I don't tend to ramble on about these topics. As you saw today, we go through them rather fast. So I don't plan to do it on a hiatus right now, but I'm thinking that maybe I might transform it into a weekly show, like we do with the horror movie news, and we'll do like movie news on Fridays or something. But then, weather permitting, I'll do other forms of streaming to try to help build the audience. Because if the movie news isn't grabbing people, we need to figure out something else to grab people in, to have them be a part of this community, so that when we do the movie news, people will be there to interact. And I think we're just going to have to start going through movies, which is going to be an uphill battle for me because I know about the reactor battles that people do. Like, you see all those reactors out there that get like 100K views on their videos, but they fight copyright claims day in and day out. If I can do it just like we do our full watch alongs, I think we're going to try that for maybe a week or so. But just getting into movies like that, using my knowledge as a movie fan, somebody who's watched thousands and thousands of movies, and have fun with it, you know, and talk about the scenes and stuff like that. Talk about some of the good things. And I think we're going to try that for a while and then move like movie news to Fridays. Just so that because it takes so much time during the day to do it, and I got other passions that I like to do, guys. And one of the things that I want to do this summer is I want to record. I would love to record at least 10 new songs. Because it's something I haven't done in a long time, is recorded new stuff, and I've been recording demos non-stop for the last 6 months now, trying to refine songs, refine my voice too. But that's what I want to do for the summer, and then in the fall we'll go back to full tilt. Hopefully that'll build up enough audience that we can go back to the movie news stuff, get that rolling again, because that's I do that stuff anyway, but and I thought it would be fun for people to see that, but we'll have to figure that out. All right, it's 12:27, so I'm starting. My show starts at 12:50, and I'll be doing my light year right out of the theater reaction later on today, so pay attention to that. But that's just a sense as to what's been going on here. I've been kind of like trying to get my head through this kind of a patch here where maybe I need to reassess certain things. I don't know, we'll see. One day, you know, I'll never know it, but one of these videos will go explode, and then we'll get back into it. We'll have to see how it goes, but I'll keep you guys posted. This week, I think we still will do movie news every day until Friday, and then next week we'll start into the movies. I think that's the way that we'll do it, because I need to hook people and get people into watching this channel. And I thank you, Artglass, for the live chat badges. Always kudos. All right, guys, I'm going out to the movies. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more movie news.